Hey, it's CrashPower. Are you a fellow zombie fan like I am? Eagerly waiting so long for the next release of a real zombie map? Now that we're in the final stretch, I've actually had some friends and myself a little bit start to really get apprehensive, start to worry that this Black Ops 3 Zombies is not going to be any good. Whether you started to have doubts when you saw the Shadows of Evil trailer, or you're progressively starting to have legitimate concerns with the disappointing performance of Advanced Warfare or the monumental failure of Call of Duty Ghosts, or even if you're not worried and you're just curious what I have to say. In this video, I want to have a discussion with you all covering 5 different points that Black Ops 3 Zombies will not follow the tradition of the 2014 video games as one disappointment after the other whatsoever. The first few things I want to cover are really brief points. Probably very obvious, but it's an overall point. It's part of the overall point that I'm trying to prove. The first thing I want to cover are limited edition or collector's edition versions of a video game. In Black Ops 2, I actually got those limited edition coins, which are neat, but if you bought the Care Package edition, its exclusive was a miniature remote-controlled M27 Dragonfire drone. I remember going to GameStop and seeing one of the employees unbox a collector's edition of Titanfall. It had an individually numbered 18-inch tall Titan in it. In Destiny, did they even have one that... Oh, wait. I think the rare one had, like, what, a miniature little ghost that you could throw at a Bungie developer if you ever met him? I shouldn't talk about Destiny anyway. I got a little burnt out on Destiny. If you all like Destiny, I understand. I guess the point I'm trying to get back to, I've never been more excited about the a video game's rarest of rare edition, whatever they call limited collectors or whatnot, than the one that comes with Black Ops 3. I go to the website and it says it's got this beautiful Juggernaut mini fridge on it that you can put actual beer in the damn thing, or whatever you want to drink. It holds like, what, 12-ounce cans? If you don't know, it's sold out immediately, and those editions of the game have sold for as much as $7,000 on eBay, maybe higher since I've looked. The point I'm trying to make with this is that video game creators will always try to think of something that the hardcore fans would really love, the one that would be willing to pay a little bit more, and let them have a chance to get it. But A, you can see how they're selling on eBay. That's proof that a lot of people want it. And B, they know we've been dying for the zombies again. We've waited 3 years to get this back. And to top it all off, as much as I love Nuketown as a bonus map for Black Ops 2, the zombie bonus, the bonus map being the zombie map with the Origins crew in it, the Giant. I mean, someone's got the pulse of the customer. They're also buckling down and giving the zombie mode its own XP progression system. We don't know a lot of details other than it's designed to enhance replayability. And another point, double XP on the zombie XP progression system. Mountain Dew and Doritos have already announced that they're going to start the Fuel Up for Battle program this November. For the first time, they're going to give you a chance to get double XP in a zombie mode. If you can recall back to when Black Ops first came out, at this time of year, they hadn't even confirmed yet that we had a zombie mode, offering the bonus zombie map, the Giant with the Origins crew in it, adding an XP progression system to the game, giving double XP for it instead of the multiplayer. The special gift in the collector's edition of the game is a little Juggernaut fridge that opens up, holds beer, and even plays a little Perca-Cola song when you open the fridge door. It's clear zombies is going to be big this year. They know that's what we want. In my videos, I always want to make sure that I've proven a good point. But what if this is all just good marketing? Could that happen? It's not a secret. Video game publishers could have perhaps overhyped some games here or there, and you end up pre-purchasing it and very disappointed with your purchase. However, if you'll bear with me to go into detail, I want to finish this video with some points that will leave you without a doubt we're in for some fun. In case you didn't know, Treyarch is the developer that created the zombie game mode. It was first released as a hidden game mode in Call of Duty World at War. You didn't even know that the zombie mode was in there until you beat the single-player campaign, and as an Easter egg, this whole new zombie mode unlocked. It's not just that Treyarch created the zombie mode, they've got experience with maintaining, fixing, and improving the game. Let's play devil's advocate and look back in time to the first release of Black Ops 2. Most zombie players noticed very quickly 2 big things. The release of the first map, called Transit, was arguably the worst zombie map they've ever released. It was awful. This bus would always leave me. These little things would quit stabbing me in the head. And they took away PhD Flopper. Where's our perk? The additional Black Ops 2 DLC maps, progressively one by one, came better and better, even though they took something major away as PhD Flopper. And there was a reason for that. With PhD Flopper, you could get Mustang and Sally. If you reserved your ammo and only used it for emergencies and had PhD Flopper, anytime you get cornered, you just shoot the hell out of the ground beneath you and every zombie dies. It gave too little too much power to the player. To make the game more challenging, PhD Flopper was removed and the gameplay paradigm changed. Ray guns were no longer the go-to gun. Those of us that never got rid of our starting pistol to ensure we had Mustang and Sally were searching for a more viable alternative to make sure we didn't blow our asses up. Without Flopper, you had to come up with a new strategy, so it did make things more challenging. And we hated it. But a game that eventually becomes too easy becomes stagnant. I think that's one of their keys to success. Sustained replayability. Treyarch made some drastic changes to the next map, Derise, and experimented with a new perk called Who's Who, and had a few interesting changes. I remember the first time a Pack-a-Punched a weapon in Mob of the Dead. The camo was like, wow! And if you're a new Call of Duty zombie player, this may not mean much to you, but it's just amazing. It seemed like they were just pouring a lot of time and energy into, what might have been a hidden game mode as a bonus to being better than most standalone AAA games. With a third Black Ops 2 DLC, we had a zombie map called Buried, with the return of PhD Flopper, at least as a persistent perk, and in the fourth DLC, Origins, it came back as an actual perk you could buy and drink in a bottle. But the starting pistol's different, so you don't get Mustang and Sally, which to me is another example of them balancing the game out. Sustained replayability. Now, Origins isn't necessarily everyone's favorite map, but you'd have to agree that it's one of the most popular. They screwed up with Transit, and they progressively, through the DLCs, made the maps better and better, and in Origins, in my humble opinion, I think we got the best zombie map they've ever made yet. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. I know that's not a good thing to say. I know several of you pissed off right now because not everyone likes the same map, and we're all very passionate about which one we like best. But with the understanding that it might not necessarily be the best, but definitely one of the most popular, and that I see that they progressively went from where a lot of us were upset with Transit to a map that is very popular with Origins, that if this first map, Shadows of Evil, which I think will be we'll be so happy to have Treyarch Zombies back, we'll love it. But let's say it flops again, which, let's just say that for sake of argument. I think they got a proven track record of fixing it, and if need be, I think they will, based on our feedback. However, here's food for thought. The bonus map, The Giant, that brings Richtof and Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takio into Black Ops 3. Hell, for all we know, it could have been the first map in Black Ops 3, but they switched it to the bonus map to get us to pre-order the game. Now, that's far-fetched. I'm joking. But I think if enough of us were unsatisfied with the new storyline that they're providing with Shadows of Evil, they'd find a way to bring it back into DLC. But I want to touch on something real briefly. And I know this is going to be awful for me to admit this, but it's not that I don't care about the story. I didn't really understand it until, a few games back before I got into YouTube. I didn't even know who Maxis was until Derise. It's because I didn't know the Richtof inside the Easter egg. I know I'm awful. But for me, it's the gameplay. One of the things I really love is competing with my friends on the leaderboards to see who can make it to the higher rounds or who can get the Easter egg faster. And don't hate me for not knowing the story. And I know that's a crucial part of the zombie community, but that's me. What is it for you? Is the absence of the Nazi zombies that big of a difference to you? Or if this new map, Shadows of Evil, is good, will you be happy? Don't get me wrong. I want to live stream The Giant as soon as I get the game. But I also can't wait to go run around that new map popping gumballs as fast as I can. I want a map like I know the Shadows of Evil is going to be, filled with hidden stuff. Done so fun and exciting in a way that only Treyarch can do it. Oh, and I mentioned the Shadows of Evil trailer earlier in the video. I liked the video, but I had a friend that was really turned off to the game when he saw that trailer, and that's what kind of prompted me to do this video. I had to watch the trailer a couple times, and I have to admit, my jaw dropped. I mean, they had the balls to put a fucking alien in this new map. After Ghosts, after Extinction Mode, to even hit the fucking word alien, take some fucking balls. But if anybody can pull it off, Treyarch can, and I think that big boy is going to be a beast. I think he's going to make the Panzer look like a bitch. How about you? I'd really love to hear from you all in the comments below. I want to know what you think about this. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I'd love for you to subscribe, whether you want to dominate your friends on the zombie leaderboards or just have the bragging rights. My goal is to be able to play Call of Duty Zombies again. I'm sorry. You don't understand. The footage you're watching is from 2013. I've been playing the same maps for 2 years. I cannot wait for these new maps to come out. And how about you? I mean, it just now dawned on me. These things have been... anyway, subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.